Welcome back to the Poplar Report. We talk a lot about the news that's happening out there. A lot of bad things are happening. A lot of things are changing in our world that are not for the better. Today, I'm actually at a place right now, and I'll be uploading videos as I can, where some really good news is happening. As you probably are aware of, most turning points in the history and the culture of the United States, as well as other countries around the world, have not started in the political sphere, but have started in the religious sphere. Much of the American Revolution was actually birthed out of a great revival that happened in the churches in America, which got them thinking about freedom and about what is right and moral before God. Much of the American Civil War was colored by revival, and we know that many of the turning points in American history have been marked or have overlapped with spiritual revival. Some of you may have already heard now, but in Asbury University in Kentucky, there is reports of revival breaking out amongst the student body there, a religious revival, where people are turning over their lives to Christ and having a spiritual experience that is unlike what is typical. Now, I know as I say that, some of you are very skeptical, but I would like you to look up the Great Awakening and the Second Great Awakening, and just look up the concept of revival in religious history in the United States, as well as if you want to look at England as well. Whitfield and Wesley, the origins of the Methodist churches and such. Well, Asbury College is a Methodist church birthed in the First Great Awakening, and in that we see great political things that come out of that as the culture and as the people are affected greatly by a revival. So when I hear revival is happening somewhere, that does perk up my ears, and that is why, Lord willing, as you're watching this video, I'm already on the ground with my intern Tyler, my cameraman Tyler, and we're going to be trying to capture some of that, of what's going on the ground there, and give you some firsthand reports about what we're seeing, what we're hearing, what we're experiencing there in Asbury University in Kentucky. Now, I'm also going to try to be discerning as well. If you follow my Bible channel, Bold Faith Bible, there will be more content over there that's maybe of a more religious nature, and speaking about the spiritual experience and some more of the testimonies of some of the individuals there, if we can get some people on camera. But on this channel, we're going to be really focusing in on the societal impact, what's happening amongst young people. This is particularly amongst young people, but many people are being affected in the community as well as in the surrounding communities. So we're going to be bringing that to you. If you are a praying person, if you're a believer of Jesus, if you pray for us, pray for the students in Kentucky at Asbury University. Asbury kind of has a reputation of these revivals. The last one happened in 2006. They started having a prayer meeting on Wednesday morning. Not a prayer meeting, sorry, a regular chapel service, and something happened. And they haven't stopped meeting and praying and worshiping together since then. So we're going to be trying to bring that to you as best we can without interrupting or disrupting any of that. So there's some videos, some pictures coming out as of now, but we're going to hopefully get you some better ones and some a little more in-depth of a look of what's actually going on there. And so, like I said, spiritual revivals have a tendency to spread. Now, if you're not a believer in God whatsoever, you cannot deny the societal impact of revivals in the past and how that has really impacted politics as well as impacted society at large. If you are a believer, you probably are going to be saying, yeah, nothing can save the United States except for spiritual revival. And how do spiritual revivals start? They start with young people falling to their knees and being transformed by the Spirit of God. And that usually transforms into impact into churches as well as other college campuses. And you look at the Jesus revival back in the 60s. You look at just many of these revivals, the Billy Graham Crusades, kind of almost you could say revival, just the tremendous impact on everything. So is this good news? It it seems to be good news, that there is a renewed spiritual vigor at Asbury University, and apparently it's spreading to neighboring universities as well. And do be praying for us as we get there. We should be there by now. If you're seeing this video, I may replace this video if I can get a better video up in the first place. But that's where I am, and that's why you're going to see some unusual content over the next few days. And I suggest, like I said, if you're not a believer, if you're not spiritual, or you're not religious, you may want to hang around and see kind of this firsthand reporting of what's going on there anyway, because it could very well impact you and your freedoms, and at the very least help you understand what's kind of going on in the religious space or in the space of religious conservatives. All right, folks, that's what I have for you today, and pray for us. And if you want to support us, there's always the donation link down below. Help us defray some of the travel costs. And unfortunately, these type of videos tend to get a lot less views. So, there's that too. But we want to get you the best information and actually contribute to the community as best we can by providing firsthand accounts and firsthand information on stories that you will not hear about on the evening news or in the mainstream media. All right, folks, thanks so much for watching. If you want to check out another video, there's one right here. And if you haven't subscribed, you want to check out right here. And I will see you guys at the Asbury University Revival 2023. God bless you all.